of Stampin' Designs. My name is Karen. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Central New Jersey. And we are going to make a card today. At least I'm hoping we are. Just got to get my bone folder out again and my scissors. All right. Thought I was all prepared. Sorry. Okay. All right. I am going to use the Simply Zinnia bundle, which is going to be an online exclusive that you can purchase starting next week. This is not what I actually started with to make today, but it's what I'm ending up making. I did a lot of the cutting already for you again, so I don't have to worry about doing that. Just a couple things really quick so that we get going. The online exclusives, there's the Zinnia set, there's the Latte Love set. There's a lot of cute sets coming next week. So keep your eyes open for them. All right, there's the bundles, suites, DSP that goes with the Zinnia set. There's DSP that goes with the latte set. The other thing is tomorrow's the last day for the joining special for the to get the Glass Mat Studio for free. So if you get your starter kit, it's $125 of product for $99. It ships for free, and you get the Glass Mat Studio for free. That ends tomorrow. If you don't want the Glass Mat Studio, you can choose to get an extra $30 of product. So it would be $155 of product of your choice for $99, and it does all ship for free. And tomorrow's also the last day of celebration, so you've got the extra items they added along with the original things. Now, some things have sold out, so hi Arlene, you're actually catching me live. Thank you. Okay, let's get started. I don't know if you could see. I have a whole bunch of Stampin' Blends here. Okay, I'm gonna have to put them on my table a little more. I'll tell you the colors as we go. I'm trying to see if it keep moving this down, but I can't move it too far down because I did not know what color I wanted to color the zinnias. So I took out. I'm gonna have you guys tell me as I'm going. Just let me know which colors you think, and I'll do my best. So we've got Calypso Coral, Azure Afternoon, Daffodil Delight, Flirty Flamingo, Highland Heather, and I pulled out Balmy Blue, just for a variety. The stems are all going to get colored. I already pulled out the Lemon Lime Twist. That's one of the colors in the DSP. I'm not using that one. The DSP I'm using, hang on, let me pull everything out now. Put these here. We'll just leave them there, and then we'll decide as we go. Just call out some colors to me, and I will go with what you decide, or I'll just pick something, which I really didn't want to have to pick. Okay, so I'm starting with a panel of Blueberry Bushel, which I absolutely love this color. I was so happy this came back. It's 4 1/4 by 11. It is scored at, great, my score lines. I forgot what my score lines were. 5.5. I can just put it here. That would make sense. So I'm scoring at 5.5, 6 3/4, and 8 7/8. Measurements will be on my blog on Friday, I promise. So I had this whole different card planned out for today, and I'm doing an easel book fold card. So, all right, so scored in half at the 5.5, and then I'm just going to score it back at the 6 3/4, and then score it back again. So you have the mountain, valley, and the mountain. So this was the 8 7/8 inch score line. So Excuse me, I'm sorry. So just to start, we're going to just put a little bit of liquid glue here, just to hold it shut. Hello, Angelique. Thank you for joining. And Cynthia, as you're involved. Okay, so I have, hi, Joan and Carol. I have, this is what I did Stampin' pre-cut. There's 3 zinnias. So we just need 3 colors. So, like I said, I got the Calypso Coral, Azure Afternoon, Daffodil Delight, Flirty Flamingo, Highland Heather, and Balmy Blue. All right, so far we got a couple. Now I have another panel of Blueberry Bushel, which is 4 1/8 by 4 1/8. I have a mat of Basic White, which is 4 by 4, and then the Zinnia, Flowering Zinnias DSP, which is 3 7/8 by 3 7/8. Again, all the measurements will be on my blog on Friday, so you don't have to write anything down. I said I started out completely different today. I had this whole other fold I was making. I was doing all this stuff, and somehow I ended up with this one. So I'm just going to mat that on there. I need my liquid glue. Hello, Tina. Thank you for joining. Where? From Sun City, Florida. But it's warmer there than it is here. Well, actually, no, it's pretty warm today. We're in the 60s today, but it's rainy. But tomorrow we're back to the 40s. They said 40s and then at night in the 20s. All right. All right, so we have that panel, and then I have another panel of the DSP that I'm just going to mat onto a strip of white. That. And then this panel is going to go right here. I can put that on now. This one I don't want to put on just yet, but I put that right there. So when the card is open, you're not going to really see that. You will see it when it's closed, but when it's open, you won't. So it'll sit on the table like this. I have one of the zinnias to put right here to hold it. Excuse me. Actually, you know what? I am going to put this on because I'm not putting the glue all the way to the edge. Because the panel is smaller, and as soon as I set it down, it will squish a little bit. I'm just going to line this up. Go right that. Oops. Oh, that was me that moved, not that paper. Okay, make sure that's straight there, and it is. So there, it's going to go just like that. And the flowers are going to be in the front of it, and I'm going to pop them up. And I'll put a sentiment. So I'm going to start coloring the stems, and then I'm going to see if anybody else threw in some colors. Ugh. So I did stamp this. I stamped these ahead of time so you didn't have to wait for me to stamp it and then cut it. But I stamped them in Pebbled Path. I seem to be using a lot more of the grays to stamp. It's not a real strong, you can, all of our inks, all of our stamp pads, you can color with alcohol markers over the colors. And that's what I've been doing. So I'm just highlighting a little bit, and then I'm going to go over it with the light. What is this again? Lemon Lime Twist. This was never one of my favorite colors, but it kind of goes. It's a nice bright green to go on the leaves. I am so ready for spring. These past couple days, we've been in the 60s, and some of my tulips have popped out of the ground. The stems, daffodils are coming up, and then tomorrow we're dropping to 20 again. I'm over winter. I had my one snowstorm that I like to get. I was like one good snowstorm. We got that, so now spring can be here. So has anybody else chimed in with colors here? Oh, sorry, Brenda. I didn't know that your name came up Carol, so I didn't know that. I will try to remember. Thank you for joining today. I appreciate it. So I don't do any kind of real fancy shading, or I let the markers do the shading for me. So I just go over Stampin' Up when they're dark lines. I just go over that with the darker color. Oh, Watchdog is at it again. I go over that with the darker color, and then just go over the whole thing with the light and just kind of blend the colors together. And all I'm going to do is just go over. Oops, I prefer the bullet tip personally. So I'm just going to go over just a little bit, just to give it a little bit of shading. That's all. Oop, and I forgot to color the bottom of this one. Oh, I'm going to color the flower centers with the lemon lolly. Oh, Joan was. I'm sorry. I'm doing the lemon lolly in the centers. I believe when I see the zinnias, the centers are yellow. Zinnias come in so many different colors. I don't normally grow zinnias, but after the past couple years seeing them and how pretty they are, I may have to put them in my front yard this year. All right, so so far we only have the blues that anybody was saying. Any other color? The Azure Afternoon was one of the colors I wanted to definitely use, so we are going to definitely use that one. Now, I don't know if I've ever seen a blue zinnia, but it's my card. I can make my zinnias whatever color I want. So again, I'm just going to highlight just a little bit with the dark. and then go over everything with the lighter. When I was picking the colors, I was trying to pick what went with the blue and what went with the paper, which I thought I was pulling out, being Berry Burst, turned out it was Melon Mambo. I must be having trouble seeing colors today. But even doing it this way, you can see the um, where I highlighted a little bit. That's the leaf. Problem, I keep turning things upside down and I can't see what the leaf is and which part is the flower. I really like that one. All right, so what other color? Should we make them all different colors or should we make them all the same? You tell me, what do you think? In the meantime, while you're deciding, I'm going to stamp the sentiment on a panel of white, which I may have to cut this down, but I figured I'd rather start out with a bigger piece. And again, I'm just stamping it in gray. Oh yeah, I definitely have to cut it down. Stamping it in gray granite. Not gray granite, I'm sorry, pebbled path. I stamped something else earlier in gray granite. I think I got that pretty straight. Back there, and I am going to get my trimmer out real quick. Trim this down. So we're going to trim it to, I guess like 3/4 of an inch should be good. Yeah. I'm going to leave the sides because I want to make it into a banner. And got my banner punch, the banner pickup punch. Just gonna, I think the 3/4 of an inch fits perfectly in there. I have done it myself with paper snips, but being I'm live, I know what happens. I get very crooked, so I'd rather try for straight. That looks pretty good. There. So that piece ended up being, was it 3/4 of an inch by, I gotta make sure, this one I have to measure real quick. So I make sure I put the right measurement, or at least close. 3/4 by 4. Okay, that worked. All right. So do we make them all different colors? Oh, no worries, Carol. Okay, so we're going to make them all different colors. So what do you think? Should we do a pink one and an orange one or a purple one? What do you? Maybe we'll go with the purple. Yeah, I think so. The Highland Heather for one of them. I like pink. I like blue and purple together, so. We're going to hope this looks good. This is actually a super simple card. This is what's taken me the longest, is the coloring. Coloring always takes a while. I do enjoy it. It's therapeutic. All right. Okay, so we'll do a pink one too. All right. Thanks, Arlene. Arlene's comes to my classes. She's our garden person. She belongs to a garden club, and figured if anybody knows colors of flowers. But again, it's art. It's a card, so you can make it whatever color you want. And that's what I tell them every time, every month at my class. It's your card. You do what you want with it. I didn't want to do a melon mambo card on the front because I knew the paper was melon mambo, and I didn't want too much of that on the front. I like the color, but it's too much for me. There we go. Good choice. Okay, we're just going to adhere this on the front. The card goes really quick once you get the coloring done. So we're going to adhere the flowers, our zinnias, to the front of the card base. And I don't have to worry about where I'm putting my dimensionals because nothing, the whole thing is going to be on this panel. I'm just going to put a couple right in the middle, just for a little extra support, so it doesn't like buckle in. So I am putting more than I normally do, but that's okay. Oops. That. I'm just going to put it right like that on the front. Over a little bit, so I'm going to. Okay, and then my sentiment we're going to put right on the bottom, and again we're going to use dimensionals. And I'm not putting anything in the middle because of the, it's going to be going over where the stems are. Well, kind of. Center that a little bit. That's our card front. All right, so for the inside, that's even easier. I have a panel of white. I am not stamping anything on this because I pre-colored. I colored the zinnia in the melon mambo. That's why I didn't want to put the melon mambo on the front. I figured for the inside. I'm leaving this blank because I need this room to write. So I'm just going to adhere the Stampin' seal. I'm going to adhere this to the melon mambo mat. Whoops, just ran out of Stampin' seal. I know I had it here somewhere. Another one. Oh my goodness, right in front of me. So I don't normally leave the insides blank, but because of um, needing room to write, I wanted to leave it blank. Just going to adhere that right in there. I really like the melon mambo and blueberry bushel together. Okay. And then I just want to put this right, I'm going to, oh, keeps getting away from me here. Okay, we're going to pop this up with dimensionals because this is the stopper for the easel, so it could sit on a table or whatever. So we're just going to put I want them here. That's one in one of the main places. I don't want it loose there. And I'm just going to put a dimensional down here. I'm not putting it on the side because I need to I cut out leaves to put just kind of sneak underneath. Goes that way. Did I put it backward? I put them backwards, didn't I? I did. I needed the dimensionals there. Okay. They roll right off. That's how you fix it if you put the dimensionals in the wrong spot. You just roll them right off and get new ones. I only wanted, hang on. Oh my goodness. Just give me a small one. I didn't want that one there, but I'm not gonna take that one off too. So I'm going to put this right down here. So then this will stop like that. All right, and then I have the couple little leaves. I'm just going to put a little bit of, actually I'm going to use a glue dot because I think they'll stay a little better. And we're just going to sneak these right underneath. Just like that. You know what? I think I only want one on this side. Okay, hopefully I can cut this okay. So I'm just going to put the one on this side. We're going to sneak that right underneath, just like that. Okay. Let's do the envelope real quick and we're done. So I do have another panel of the DSP. We're just going to adhere that to the flap. So I was able to cut all the zinnias and the leaves from a panel of 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inch cardstock. And again, all the measurements, everything will be on my blog. You make the card. Don't forget to share it under my post on Friday. Or if you make it before Friday, I'm doing a Thankful Tuesday share on my Facebook page. And if you share a card, your name will go in a drawing. And this week, I have a package of the cork rounds I'm giving away. So I use the random drawing. So you can put your name in or your card in under the post, my Tuesday share post, for a chance to win them. There's the card. I did not color the zinnias on the front of the envelope because I wanted to see what colors you decided that you would want me to use. And it folds flat to go in the envelope. It's a nice, simple card. I do have embellishments that I forgot to put on. I'll put them on afterwards, and then you'll see everything will go live on Friday morning around 8 o'clock. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. If you are interested in joining, please contact me at creativestampindesigns@gmail.com, and I would be happy to talk to you about signing up. It's a great time to sign up. You save at least 20% on everything you purchase. And you can either get the glass mat for free or an extra $30 of product for free. And I would be happy to talk to you. That all ends tomorrow. Celebration ends. Everything ends tomorrow at 11:59 p.m. Mountain Time. So if you didn't get your orders in yet, get them in so you get some free product. All right. I hope to see everybody next week at 4 o'clock right here. And I hope you all have a wonderful week. Take care. Thank you for joining. Bye-bye.